Hello, Jonas. Welcome to
Hi,
MetalKaoz, Chicago.
thank you so much.
I will
Thank you
say
for
from
having
the
me.
beginning, it feels a little bit bizarre now to discuss about Evergrey with after you have announced that you are stepping out of the band or you are stepping out from touring. Please help me out.
Yeah, it's like you said, I'm stepping out of from touring. I will have one part in terms of songwriting and production still in the band. So, but that's it. So, but for touring and for live shows, I'm gone. You know.
So, first of all, how long ago have you taken such decision? Because it doesn't sound like it happened out of the blue, right? It was something that you had in your mind.
Yes. Yeah. Uh, I've felt this a long time, and it has like gradually grown over the years. So it came to the point where I needed to make a decision for myself, and take it from there. And I didn't want to haste things, so I've given this, as I said, a lot of thought, and I didn't speak about this to anyone.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't even tell my wife until like a couple of days before I told the other guys in the band. So because I really want to have my to only have my own feelings about this and not be like affected from the outside in any way. Not to say that my wife would affect me or the bandmates would affect me, but it's more of a internal feeling, you know.
yeah.
So I felt that was very important for me to figure this out all by myself. Uh, uh, so and yeah, I came to realize that being in the studio or writing songs or producing music or mixing music has taken over the passion I once had for touring and for playing live. And I need to follow that feeling and follow my gut and heart in that matter
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
in order to be happy, you know. So that's all there is to it. So
And if I may, just by looking at your face and your expression, this was not an easy decision to take, right?
no, but once I took the decision, it felt so right, and um, it was the right thing to do. I have struggled with this internally a lot of times, on and off, and but when I finally realized that I was so certain about this decision, it was so relieving, and I'm very happy I made that choice because it feels like 100% the right choice for me to have done this. So
Okay, so let's.
yeah,
I don't want to spend all the time talking about that. It's a very respectful decision, and I mean, what is best for you, man? I mean, I will feel a little bit sad seeing you go, but hey, Evergrey have announced a new drummer. So,
yes,
do you have any say on getting Simen Sandnes? Did I butcher his name?
no, that's
Oh,
correct,
good.
correct. No, I don't think I have had any say, but Tom asked me if I knew about him when he came up as one of the alternatives for a new drummer, and
Oh,
he sent me some clips of Simen playing, and he just wanted to hear my opinion about him, but
great.
which I told him I think is a killer drummer, and I knew about him before, from before, so I've been seeing him on the social medias playing, and we have a mutual friend called Jacob Herman who has a studio called Top Floor Studio. So and Simen has recorded in that studio quite a lot, and I've seen footage from him when he's recording, and he's just he's phenomenal drummer. So when Tom asked me about my thoughts about Simen, it was like, wow, yeah, that would be so cool if that would be a great fit, perfect fit, you know, because he is way better than me, so it's easy. He can play my parts with like one hand. So
sweeten the deal, man. Great way to sweeten the deal. Okay, so let's talk about the album. When did the band start working on Theories of Emptiness?
In March last year we started, and then I guess we kind of we took it kind of slow from March, and then Adam Nolly Getgood came, who mixed the album. He came by our rehearsing studio where we actually recorded the album, and hung out with us for 2 days, setting up the drums, setting up the mics and the drum tones, as well as the bass tones and the guitar tones. So everything was like ready to go if we wanted to, from when he left in June. So everything was like record ready and enabled. So that was such a freedom to have that opportunity to just hit record whenever you want. If you want to record drums, bass, vocals, guitars, you just press the button and you can go, you know. But for real, we started in September, like when the festival season was over. Then we really started grinding for the album, like every day. Especially me and Tom, we work like 5 days a week, 8 to 5, just hammering away, you know.
So I always wonder with Evergrey Records, there seems to be a theme, right? A lyrical theme running through the songs. And this time you have Theories of Emptiness, a concept that is so hard to comprehend, to understand. I have to give you that. But before talking about that, when does that theme come into play with the song making, with the music making? Is there any parallel roads, or the theme comes later?
Sometimes it comes before. It's Tom is making up the lyrical concept and the themes for the album, because he's the one writing all the lyrics.
Right.
And he had some ideas for album titles, and he kind of talked to me about that, and he was like leaning more and more over to the title Theories of Emptiness, and he had some ideas going based on the title regarding just the state of emptiness, or the feeling, emotion of emptiness, you know. And all the different kinds of emptiness that you can experience through life, depending on your current situation, and if you have experienced something, you know, that's happened to you, like if you have lost a loved one, or maybe set up certain goals that you haven't accomplished or achieved in your life, you know, that can create different kinds of emptiness, but also like to find inner peace. That can also set an emptiness, you know, but in a good way. And many people don't even go there to know that is an option as well, you know.
Well, that's the concept I was talking about, seeing emptiness from the positive side of things. It's difficult to comprehend because the word emptiness doesn't carry a positive vibe, right?
Yeah, it's like to many people it's very like fear based word.
Yeah, correct,
you know?
Correct. And go on, sorry.
Yeah, so it's important to highlight that it can also mean something positive, if you allow it to, you know.
Absolutely. Album cover artwork. This time you went with something simpler, but it's not that simple though, because there is the constellation that I think just Google searching, right? That it's the Chinese constellation for emptiness. So
Exactly. Yeah.
it's a simple, but it's not a simple concept. How did you come up with this concept? I know you work with Matthias Norén, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And it was this was Tom's idea that he elaborated together with Matthias. So the two of them made. I would say that they made it together. So Tom had all these ideas, and he were yeah he was discussing that together with Matthias, and they built this artwork eventually together. So yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's cool that it's such a different color and different cover
Yeah,
for an Evergrey album.
absolutely.
It's a big contrast, and I think it kind of suits the album and the whole way that we have written this album and created it. It's because we've done quite a lot of changes for being us,
Right.
as opposed to the process we've had in the past. So I think
What
it
other
follows that.
what other changes you did that we cannot, just by listening to the album, we cannot identify?
The main difference is well, yeah, there are two main differences. The first one is that Johan, our bass player, has written the majority of the ideas that we have based the songs out of, and some songs are actually like his from more or less from start to finish, music-wise. We did some touch up on productions, and but yeah, that was super awesome to just have him delivering so many ideas to us, and me and Tom could just pick out the best ideas that we felt inspired by that day and start writing a song based on that. So yeah, Joan is incredible, and I'm glad that he started to get the attention that he deserves for the kind of great musician that he is.
So who
yeah.
wrote the music for the title? Well, we cannot call it a song, the title track. Was it?
That's Johan.
Because the bass is higher on the mix and it has those very nice melodies.
Yeah. He wrote the piano as well.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah. And I think he did something with together with Rickard, but the main part of the piano is actually written by Johan.
Wow. And who is speaking there? Who is I tried and I failed to find who is speaking.
Yeah.
From where is that text from?
Yeah, it's a guy speaking.
Okay, so
yeah. It's a man. It's a man voice. That
okay.
he knows what he's talking about. Let's say that. So
Okay, good. Got it.
yeah.
Cold Dreams. You had Jonas from Catatonia.
Yes.
First of all, is he doing the clean and the growling vocals there?
Yeah.
How did you make those?
But I think Tom is also like doing I think we left Tom's backing screams in there as well. I'm quite positive that we might have done that. But it's Jonas is doing the growls as well, and it feels very exclusive
Right.
to having him growl again since so many years. I don't know. Tom must have convinced him over a couple of bottles of red wine. I'm pretty sure. So yeah.
That makes total sense.
Yeah, but when we asked him, he was pretty cool about it right away. It's like, yeah, he did it, and wasn't any hesitation or anything, So yeah, we're very fortunate and very happy that he wanted to do both the singing and the growling, because we love both of those sides of his voice,
So we need the Catatonia Evergrey tour, but hey.
Yeah, they should totally do it. The perfect package.
For the mixing, as you said, you work with Adam Nolly, Get Good. So was there a specific reason why you chose to work with him, with you and Tom producing the album?
well, yeah, this Adam was the second thing that we felt that we needed to change
Mhm.
for this album, because we did 5 albums with Jacob Hansen, who's fantastic. Just yeah, can't say enough good things about him. Just super talented and professional and knows what he's doing. The thing that we were feeling that we were getting a bit too comfortable almost, and we were feeling that we played it too safe to have him mix another album and doing the same thing with the recording process again, going to the same studio, and so we felt that we wanted to switch it up to step on our get up on our toes again, you
Mhm.
know. And this was a way to do that. We recorded the album in our own rehearsal studio, where Adam came and to set up all the, as I said, all the sound for recording, and we recorded it all on our own, and yeah, we had Adam mixing it
Mhm.
to because we love his approach to, especially to his approach to drums
Okay,
and
interesting.
drum recording. So yeah, at least I am a huge Nolly fan, and I have been for so many years. So to have him mixing the album and actually setting up the drums for the recording and stuff like that was like a kind of a dream come true for me. So yeah, I feel very fortunate to have experienced that together with Nolly. So that was a big deal for me. And yeah, he did a great job with the mix. I think it was exactly the kind of sound that we were looking
Mhm.
for this album.
However, you didn't change the person with whom you shot the videos, right? Patrick Uleus, of course.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
And I have to ask, so for the music video for Say, there is a band with closed eyes covered with, what is that, clay? I have no idea what that is. So
Yeah,
who had that idea, and how long did it take to shoot that uh, segment?
yeah, it was Tom's idea. And I think it fits kind of cool. Also with the emptiness thing, that it's kind of like statue looking, like cracked,
Hmm.
and um, it took a while. It took a while. We had to elaborate about like how much clay and water with the mix we have
My
to
goodness.
to blend to make it a good blend, and then you have to put it on a lot of it, and then you have to wait for it to dry.
Right?
And we used hair dryers and everything in our faces to make it dry, and you had to sit completely still, otherwise it would crack even more and fall off. And then after that, we put on the makeup, and yeah, it took a while,
That
but I
sounds
think
a
it was
lot.
worth it. Yeah, yeah, but it looks cool. It looks very
It
cool.
looks. I have no idea how long did it take you to get it off your hands, your hair, and all that stuff.
I mean, as soon as we got home and managed to grab a shower, it all fell off very easily.
Okay,
But
good, good.
before we found the shower, and when we left from the location, we thought that we could just like take it off like this, but it got stuck so hard, so we had to like rip it off.
That
So
doesn't
after a
sound.
while, yeah, we just said like fuck it. So everybody went home wearing this stone makeup thing in our cars, driving home with this
That
white
was a
faces.
bizarre,
But
bizarre
yeah,
image. Have you shot any other videos for this album?
yeah, we did a first. The first video we released was falling from the
Right?
sun.
Yes.
Yeah,
Then say,
so
do
so
you have a third one?
so far that's it.
Okay.
And I haven't talked to uh, Tom about, I think there's going to be a third single, but I'm not sure if I can say which one it is,
That's fine.
but it's coming.
So, can I ask you about the touring plans of the band, even though you are not touring?
Yeah, I'm not that involved in that loop anymore. So, but I know that it's they have a lot of festivals this summer. Know they have a Scandinavian tour coming up in September, but first they're going to South America for I think almost 2 weeks.
Yeah, in June. In June.
Yeah, I'm very excited for them because they're going to I think Argentina. I think they're going to Colombia and maybe also Peru. So all
Wow.
those three are the first time for Evergrey to visit. So I think that's going to be amazing. And with the new drummer who's kicking ass, I mean, it's going to be great. I'm sure.
Yeah, and I hope we will see them next year, maybe in Chicago, in North America, let's say.
Yeah.
So, two more questions, and I will let you go. Speaking of touring, how did it feel playing the last show with Evergrey? It's a cliché question, but I have to ask it.
Yeah, I mean, it felt good. I was done. I mean, even mentally, I was done before I did the last show. Like before I did like a bunch of the last shows, I would say. But I told myself to just since they were booked, I told myself that I would follow through this and make it as just as professional and serious as I possibly could, and like enjoy them for being the last shows, you know. And the other guys didn't know about that at that time either, so it was just me. So yeah, it felt good. I remember it was a festival in Romania. We headlined. I think it was the first day we headlined that day, and Sepultura headlined the second day. Yeah, the lights were great. The crowd was great, and I remember I had a big drum riser. I almost never get those super high ones. They're all like a meter and a half up in the air. So I could just like look over the whole band and just see the crowd and feeling like Vinnie Paul for 90 minutes, you know.
So it
Yeah,
was special without you planning to being special.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, even though even if it would have been a super small and sweaty club show, it would still be like a great
Course, man.
final show, you know.
So outside, you will stop touring with Evergrey. However, do you want to play live? I mean, for example, are Death Destruction active? Do you have something
No,
else? Okay.
no Death Destruction. We haven't done anything in I don't know, like 10 years. So yeah, uh, it's where it is. It's nowhere right now.
Perfect.
So
Perfectly okay. Do you have
yeah,
anything else that you would like to mention?
not touring wise. Otherwise, I'm just working with the different artists as a songwriter, producer, and mixer. So, and that's where I'm gonna put all my energy, you know.
And
And
you know, of course, you can have a band without touring, right? Of course.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, but that's nothing that's on my mind at the moment. I'm super happy where I am right now.
And I'm so happy seeing you that you are happy. Jonas, thank you very much for your time. Love the new album. As I said, we will miss you behind the drum kit, but I'm sure the rest of the guys will fill that gap. Doesn't sound right, but
Yeah,
anyways, you know what I'm saying.
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. They're gonna be fucking great. Yeah, can't wait to see Simen, the new guy behind the drums. It's gonna be fantastic. So
Thank you very much, man. Have a
yeah,
great rest of your day.
thank you. You too, man. Thank you for the interview.
Bye bye.
Bye.